What is going on, guys? Today I'm bringing you a different type of video. I will be doing 100 hard clues. Now, most of these clips, actually all of these clips, were recorded shortly after the Zora grind. I used a good amount of that money that I got from Zora and invested it into Magpie Implings to get hard clues. Now, the reason why I decided to do these hard clues was so that I could go for the emote that you unlock once you hit 300 hard clues. So today I'll be showing you 100 of those hard clues that I completed. And then this is all the loot that I got from the impling jars that I used. When you take a look at the price check, you'll see that I definitely did not profit from the impling jars alone, and I would need a significant amount of luck to even profit from the clues that I opened up. So going into this, I knew that I wasn't going to make money, but I also didn't mind too much because I was just going for that emote. And the only way that you'll really make money by using these implings is if you get really lucky and you get a piece of gilded, or you get a piece of third age, or if you just get a lot of uniques. With that being said, I'll just be quiet now and I will let the loot from 100 hard clues commence. that last clue casket opening, we have completed our loot from 100 hard clues. Now I'm just going to go ahead and show off all the loot in the bank that I got, and I will pull them out individually and do price checks so that you can see how much money I made from the items in the clue caskets. So this would be the first price check. I am pulling out the items in order of how much they're worth. I used the loot tracker that Lawliet has to track all the items that I got from the clue scrolls. So that's how I knew what items to pull out, because a lot of these items like ruins and coins just got mixed in with a bunch of other items that I already had. So using Lawliet was actually very helpful. And then here you see me fully swagged out in some of the gear that we got. Not a bad look for Fashionscape. And now I'll just be selling off the loot so I don't have to mix it back in, because pulling out these items individually is kind of a pain. So you'll see me show you a price check of a full inventory of loot, and then I will quickly sell it off, and then we'll go over to another price check. I also thought how it was quite funny that shortly after finishing these hard clue caskets, they released a poll where, one, they wanted to get rid of a certain hard clue step that was pretty annoying. It required you to go to the door arena and find a partner and then dig inside of the door arena, and that ate up a lot of time because I would have to hop so many worlds to find somebody. I would go to world 302 and I'd sit there for like 10 or 15 minutes just waiting for someone to help me out. So they're polling that, of course, after I finish this hard clue grind. Another one they are polling is making firelighters able to change the color of the phoenix pet. So with that poll, even with that question even being asked, the price of firelighters went up significantly. So if I had waited just a little bit longer, I could have made a little more money off of those firelighters, but oh well, it's just the way it goes. And here we are back at the crafting guild. This is the second price check of all the items that I got from the hard clues. From here on out, the price checks will get a lot lower in value simply because of the way that Lawliet tracks the loot. It will track it based on the price, so the most expensive items will be towards the top, which is why in the first price check you saw that it was over 10 million in loot. So now it'll be a lot cheaper and I won't spend as much time in the Grand Exchange selling off items, because if I was really trying to grind and get the most out of these items, get the most money for them, it wouldn't really make a difference when I'm messing around with just one male in loot. It makes a much bigger difference when you have a lot of loot just sitting there. But for now, since this third price check is even lower, it's under 200k, we're just gonna throw it in there and sell them off immediately. And like I said before, if I had waited a little bit longer, those firelighters would have sold for a lot more, but it is what it is. And changing the subject really quick, I've actually still been playing Twisted Leagues. I'm having a lot of fun playing that game mode. Like I said in the previous videos, I've never had an Iron Man before, so this is a totally new experience for me, and I gotta say it's a lot of fun making your own items and, you know, killing bosses for better loot. Well, I say bosses, but what I really mean is killing goblins and sand crabs for, you know, little small weapon upgrades, but I'm having a lot of fun. I recently just unlocked my 4th relic, which is, I believe I went with the treasure hunter one because I just wanted to do a lot of clues, so it's kind of fitting that I made a clue video right after I picked the clue relic. And here I am just opening up the master clues that we got from completing the hard clues. We got a total of 5 of them, and I did receive 2 mimics. So when we got those, we went and fought the mimic for a little bit of extra loot. Unfortunately, he didn't bless us with that ring of 3rd age, or the pineapple ring as some people call it. But he still gives you a nice little bit of loot, and it's always fun trying to beat your personal best at the mimic. So I just went with full range, full armadillo, blowpipe, all that stuff. And yeah, that is the loot from all the master clues. Now we can go ahead and price check that and go to the GE and sell it all. So while I was editing this video, I was under the impression that I had lost around like 3 million in total from doing this video, simply because I totally forgot to include the fact that I didn't even use all the implings. I was doing my calculations and I was acting as if I had used all 7,000 implings, but that was not the case. So the loot that I got from the implings alone put me at a loss of around 14.5 mil, and I would have to make that much money to break even. I'd have to make that money from the clue loot alone. So from the hard loot, I got around 12.6 mil, which brought the total loss to around 1.9 mil. And then the loot that I got from the master clue scrolls was actually 1.937 mil, if that even sounds right. Basically, it was 1,937,627 GP. But the thing to take from all this is that apparently I actually profited 37,328 GP. So, I mean, obviously I wasn't in it for the money, but I was very surprised to see that I had actually made a little bit of money and didn't lose money. But with all that being said, we have made it to the end of the video, and I just want to say thank you guys for checking it out. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and possibly subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And let me know what you thought of the video. I do have a second part that I plan to upload. It's another 75 or so hard clues that I needed to complete the 300 mark. So I don't know if I'm going to upload that one as my next video or if I'm going to hold on to it for a while. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you want to see that as the next video, or if you just want to see another OSR's Wiki money making video as the next video. So just leave it down in the comments below and I will read them and we'll go from there. Again, thanks for checking out the video and I will catch you guys next time.